Hey all, this is CloudConnection of in10secondsflat.com, and today I'm going to be giving you my thoughts and my opinions on Season 2 of Friendship is Magic so far. I'm only going to be doing the first 13 episodes. The first half of Season 2. I don't want to do the entirety of Season 2 in one video, because then the video is just going to be too long. Not to mention I'm doing this on the podcast channel, and I don't know if that's enabled for 15-minute plus videos. So I want to make it as short as possible. So I'm just doing the first half in this video, and then whenever Season 2 is finished, I'll do the second half then. So let's get started. Season 2 in general, I really think that the season so far has been pretty good. You know, there have been some really great moments in the season so far. And there have been some good moments. And there have been some okay moments. And there have been some bad moments. Not necessarily bad episodes. Every episode so far has ranged from okay to great. But just, there have been bad parts of the season. Just little, sometimes they're even just nitpicks more than actual flaws with the season, and really it's nothing in Season 2 so far really has been anything horrible or unbearable. It's just that nothing in it's really been amazing either. But Season 2 so far is very good, and well, let's get more in depth. Let's actually talk about the episodes. The first two episodes form a two-parter entitled The Return of Harmony. And to start the season out, these were really good episodes. They weren't great episodes. I much preferred, the two-parter that started out the first season. But these episodes were still very, very entertaining. You know, I like the idea of the elements of harmony are missing, and they need to find them in order to beat this god who magically risen out of his stone prison. You know, I like that. It's definitely a lot more plot heavy than most of Friendship is Magic. And usually when Friendship is Magic goes too plot heavy, it really doesn't work that well. And this time it works great. I like all the, I don't know if there's an actual term for them, but I like to call them the negative ponies. You know, the altered, discorded, if you will, versions of the main six. You know, like Flutter Bitch, I don't think there's any other canonical names for the other ones. Or fanonical, if you want to be correct. I enjoyed their different personalities this time around. But what I loved most about these episodes was Discord. I love Discord. He is just such an entertaining character. There was not a moment he was on screen where I was either smiling or laughing or anything. You know, I really enjoyed his presence. I still consider Nightmare Moon to be a better villain because she was more straightforward in her goals and, you know, kind of acted more like a real villain. But, you know, Discord is just so much more entertaining. You know, he's like flamboyant evil. Is that even possible? Can you even have flamboyant evil? Well, I guess you can now because Discord did it. And his voice is perfect. John Delancey is the perfect voice for Discord. He did a great job doing the voice for this one. But really, what makes the episode fall short for me is that it is way too similar to the first two episodes of Season 1. You know, we introduce a character, and a conflict, and then we kill off that character in the conflict. It's the same thing. We've seen it before. But still, these were two very good episodes. And a great way to start out the season. Lesson 0. This was pretty fun to watch. It's a lot more comedic than Return of Harmony was. And I think that's for the better. I think that Friendship is Magic can do comedy better than it can do, you know, a dramatic epic like Return of Harmony. Psycho Twilight is such a pleasure to watch. I really enjoyed her gradual nervous breakdown throughout the episode. She was definitely the highlight of the episode. And then the scene with, you know, Rainbow Dash and the Sonic Rain Nuke, I think it's called. I have no idea. The Fluttershy snapping the bear's neck. This was a very enjoyable episode. I really liked it. Now, something that this episode introduced to the series was a new system of friendship reports. Starting with Lesson 0, it's no longer going to be Twilight is going to be writing a friendship report every week. Instead, it's going to be anyone can write a friendship report, and when and only when they learn something about friendship. And I do think that this is a nice system. It's a bit better than the other one, the old one. At the same time, though, I really wish they would follow through on this new tradition and actually make fucking friendship reports. Because I think, half of the episodes so far don't have a friendship report tied to them at all. And I'm not counting Return of Harmony, by the way. I mean, you go to the trouble of making this entirely new friendship report system, and then you completely abandon friendship reports on most episodes. You know? I mean, come on. Write friendship reports, or Celestia's gonna come down there and send you to the fucking moon. Luna Eclipsed. This was another really good episode. Well, let's talk about Luna for a second. She was not what I was expecting at all. I don't think she was what anyone was expecting. I think the thing that really caught me off guard was that she was so different from her personality, well, the little we saw of it, you know, after Nightmare Moon was defeated. What I was expecting was she was going to be a little more desperate, a little frantic. I would even go as far to say I was expecting her to be schizophrenic about trying to get everybody to like her. No, she turned out to be more enforcing than anything. But I liked Luna in this episode. She was entertaining enough. You know, I liked her personality, and the fun has been doubled. But yet, one thing I had to ask about the episode itself is you've got an entire episode devoted to a Halloween-esque holiday, and yet you don't focus at all on the Cutie Mark Crusaders. I mean, come on. These are the characters that you would expect to be celebrating this holiday the most. I mean, yeah, I know we saw Scootaloo and Sweetie Belle, but that doesn't count. Because, where's Apple Bloom? What was her costume? I wanted to see her in some costume. Oh well. Sisterhood Social. For the longest time, this was my favorite episode of Season 2. And one of my favorite episodes of the show. Uh, I like the sort of, the conflict between Sweetabelle and Rarity. Because, I think a lot of us can relate to it. I think, well, me particularly, I can relate to this, Because me and Rarity both have one younger sibling who constantly annoys us. So I could kind of relate to this episode personally. And the twist at the end, I did not see coming. I kind of expected, I expected it to still be Applejack. Looking at the scene a second time, it's obvious it's Rarity because of the eye color, but when you're watching it the first time and you don't notice that, and it turns out to be Rarity, you're just in complete shock. So the ending was nice, and the episode on a whole was just really, it was a great episode. The Cutie Pox. I like this episode. It wasn't particularly good. I really don't have that much to say about it. It was kind of basic. It had the return of Sakura. And that's really all it had going for it. Nothing really exciting happened, or nothing that really I feel like I had the need to talk about. So it was a good episode, but let's leave it at that.